This is Thinking Thursday for October 10th, 2024. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to talk about a leadership secret, blind spots. And here's a quote. The most common blind spot is believing others have them and you don't. I don't know who said that. I haven't been able to find out who it is. So if you can tell me, let me know. I'll be glad to give them credit for it. John Maxwell states that a blind spot is when someone has a singular perspective and fails to see themselves or their situation realistically. So what are a couple of blind spots? I'm not going to give you all of them. There's lots of them, okay? This is just to give you a teaser, to give you some idea that this is a concept out there that you need to be aware of. Number one, the singular perspective blind spot is when you only see things your way. Not seeing others' viewpoints or others' perspective is a formula for disaster. That's not John's words. That's my words. It's a formula for disaster because if you're single-minded and you're single-focused, and to use his terms, singular perspective, you only see in one way. And there's more than one way to do just about everything. So be careful. Number two, insecurity. It's about me. It's what I know. I don't trust anybody. I don't believe anybody. So therefore, I have to trust and believe myself. We've seen insecure people, let alone insecure leaders. It's a blind spot, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to that. Number three, devaluing others. Look, if you are a leader, if by some chance you've gotten to a point where you are now holding a position of leadership, of influence over someone, and you are spending your day despising people, find another job. You're going to fail. I care about you. I want you to be successful, but you need some education and some training around this idea that if you're devaluing people, how can you lead them? You can't. There's this company out there called Extended Disc of North America. I found something that they've posted. Actually, they sell a diagram around the disc perspective, the disc personality styles. You remember me talking about that, the D, I, S, and C? So let's look at that blind spots from that perspective. A D personality, the directive personality, sees themselves as a confident individual, but people who work and are around them may see them as arrogant or insensitive. Be careful. An I personality sees themselves as being optimistic, but others may see them as being an exaggerator or an unrealistic person. Be careful. Pay attention to that. The S personality, the third type, the steady personality, 69% of the population see themselves as good listeners, whereas the people that work with them and that are around them may see them as passive and indecisive. Whoa, we got to be careful. We should know this. If you're aware of this, you can work on it. And final personality style, the C style, the C style, is an observing person, sees themselves as being observing, right? Always gathering information, but the people around them may see them as cold and distant because they never really act. They're always kind of very closed-minded about information, and they want more, and they're very stoic when it comes to compliance and so on, which is a good thing. But all of these are good things, but the blind spots are not. So pay attention to the blind spots. Okay. So what do we do? How do we get better at identifying and improving on these blind spots? One, get a DISC assessment. Find out who you are. What is your predominant personality style, and how does it then affect other styles so that you have a better perspective and can be aware of some of these blind spots? Two, this is going to be tough. So find someone who you trust and will tell you when you got something in your teeth. I heard somebody say that earlier today. For feedback. When I'm standing in front of people, how does it look? How does it sound? How do I come off? Ask those questions, but be prepared. If you got a good person, they're going to tell you the truth. But you need that. Number three, reflect on your experiences and interactions with others. So at the end of the day, How did the day go? What did I learn? What can I do to help others? But also think about what happened today. And when you had an interaction with somebody or you did a presentation or whatever, what was the common feedback that you were getting from body language, from comments, from questions, or the lack of that stuff? And number 4, the very last one, be approachable. As a leader, you should always have provide an opportunity for people to come talk to you and be transparent. Okay. And put it out there that you're not perfect and that I know I have blind spots and I need, you to talk to me about what they are so that I can work on them. Okay. This is an important topic. There's a lot written out there. There's a lot of people who have comments about this stuff. So if this is a concern, which it should be, if you're a leader, this should be a concern of yours, because this is part of the self-awareness piece that you need to be really good at. Spend some time researching this, get training on this. Oh, and by the way, my offer today, it's to give you an assessment from the Maxwell Disc Assessment Program. Reach out to me, info@browningadvisors.com, or call me at 215-821-7592, and let's talk about this DISC assessment. How long does it take? How much does it cost? How fast can I get it? All those kinds of things. And what do I do with this? And that's an important part of this. When you get a DISC assessment from the Maxwell Disc Assessment Program or DISC system, it's not just here's your personality type, have fun. We're going to help you with a personal development plan. We're going to give you feedback on how your personality interacts and sets off other personalities so that you have a very good perspective of how you should be operating and how the people around you are perceiving you. So reach out to me. Again, thank you for watching the videos. I hope you're getting something out of it. Share the videos with other people. Tell people about what you're seeing here. And I thank you and appreciate you. And we'll catch up again next week. Take care.